So over the weekend we had the Star Wars Last Jedi trailer release, and everybody doesn't seem that happy with it. I've watched a few, people on here and talked to a few people, and they've all been a bit, I enjoyed it, but I can see where they're coming from. There wasn't a lot of content in it. I think everybody got a little bit burned with Rogue One, because we all watched a trailer for that and we all thought, and then they showed us a trailer for a complete, they made a completely different film, and I think everybody's worried that that's what we've got here. Poe's got obviously a reasonably big part in it. Rey, obviously. Poor Finn looks like he's going to be spending most of his time asleep. I don't know. Maybe we were spoiled. We had the Thor trailer at the beginning of the week, and that, was mind blowing. Now we've had this, and I think after that, this seems just a little bit underwhelming. I don't think we should give up. I don't think we should, throw the baby out with the bathwater and say that this is going to be a terrible film, but I don't know. It looked okay to me. The ships flying over the desert with that looked very clever. These guys want to keep this a secret, and I'm behind them on that. I over the last few years have found that it's so much more fun to go to the cinema and see a film without knowing the plot and without knowing big bits of storyline, and I'm kind of staying away from a lot of it these days. I'm trying to sort of go in cold. I used to be one of those people that Googled everything and had to find, all the little details, and I know the plot before I went to see it, and I found it was just, it was ruining cinema for me. So this is a trailer. I mean, this is an early trailer. This isn't a full trailer. This is just a look what you could do. We've got. I dare say, with things like this, they will still be working on the special effects. We've all seen the Justice League trailer, and everybody on that is hoping that Cyborg doesn't look as bad in the film as he does in that, and we're hoping that that's early special effects. We know that these things happen. We know that what's in a trailer months before the film comes out, two different things. I don't know. It's a lot of people have analysed it. I've watched a lot of the things, and there's some interesting stuff in there. They've said that this is going to be the first Star Wars film to have flashbacks, which I think we've seen. The bit with Luke outside with R2, putting his hand on R2 in the burning building, is obviously a reference to the bit that we saw in Rey's vision when she was finding the lightsaber. I don't know. We didn't see Chewie in it. We saw the Falcon, but very briefly. We have to realise this is a new generation of Star Wars, and maybe it isn't about the Skywalkers anymore, and maybe we're moving on from that. We saw Leia, or the back of her. It's going to be sad to see Carrie Fisher in her last performance. They have now, I believe, said that she won't be appearing in the next one, which is a shame, really. I would have liked to have seen, I'm not averse to CGI camera trickery if it makes the plot flow. I mean, obviously if she's not needed, fine, but people are talking about grey Jedis. Is this going to be that? I mean, if you think about it, when you watch, we've all watched the Clone Wars, the prequels. The Jedis are Muppets, really, aren't they? You know what I mean? They're full of their own importance. The Sith, I don't know, they're like the pandas of bad guys. They have really weird you know, they only eat certain things, they only do, you know, they're like that. They only, you know, there must only be two and all that. And it's, yeah. So maybe grey Jedis is the answer. Maybe that's what he means by the Last of the Jedi. Maybe they won't be called Jedis. Maybe they'll be called something else. We got to admit, this can't be surely as bad as anything George did with the prequels. You know, it can't be. We know that they filmed lots of other stuff in, you know, other places. There's obviously going to be some, like, not nightclub, but some party scene in it, because we've seen odd bits of people in what look like party costumes, you know, like not fancy dress, but better attire. They've mentioned that, is it, how do we say this? Snoke or Smoke? Snoke or Snook? I don't know. Whoever he is, he's sounding like they're pimping him up and making him a bit gangster. Yeah, I mean, this is just an early preemptive trailer, and we should all not worry about it. I think also as well, the Star Wars weekend that this was shown at, from what I've seen, was so fantastic that I think it I don't know. I saw the crowd reaction there. There's people on here that filmed the crowd reaction there, and it's amazing to see a room full of thousands of people all staring at a screen in silence. Star Wars is a very powerful thing. Yeah. So, if you like these videos and you feel like subscribing, you feel like leaving comments, feel like saying hi, I will be grateful. I'll be doing some more videos over the next few weeks. Hope to see you all very, very soon.